Hey, this is a real short video, just going to say a couple things about the kickoff to the 2019 Wednesday Night Mountain Bike Race Series, and it really is, I guess, the beginning of my mountain bike racing for the season. Begins the beginning of May. And I was just here in the shed, and also you could probably hear my voice. I've been chasing a respiratory thing. Got a nice little gift from my daughter and managed to race, and I actually placed third in my division, my group, so that was probably one of the best finishes I've had actually out there. Anyway, what was kind of funny is that I was just looking at my bike here, and I noticed that I got number 9 plate. That was not, that's a race plate, that is, and I did not arrange that. And I was staring at my bike, looking at the 9 as I looked at the 9 on the frame for the Niner. And I was just like, oh, that's funny coincidence, and funny I didn't notice it. But I was going to do some videos from the race venue and kind of introduce to it, but as always the case, I'm kind of those nerves and getting prepped, and the bike performed absolutely flawless. I was just telling a buddy of mine that this was the best feeling mountain bike I have ever ridden, and it was kind of down to the last minute where I had just a few days ago put on the new XX1 cranks, and they are 170 millimeter, and I had taken off a 175. So what that meant is that I knew I was going to have to adjust my seat a little bit, so it was literally 2 minutes to race start, and I was adjusting my saddle. So got it done real quick, got in the start line, and what was funny and great was that it felt perfect. So no issues the entire race. I felt like I had everything dialed in. Felt like the race went well in terms of strategy. I went out with the front. We had a group, they let the 50 plus, actually I think they let us all go 50 and above, with the women 40 and above. And so a few of us jetted off the front. One gal, super fast, she was up there with us, and of course the guy that won our 50 plus, he was way ahead and gone within the first quarter mile. But anyway, the group of us, of about 3 or 4 of us, kind of stayed together through nearly the whole route. I got out in front for a bit, and then we traded places, and really familiar with Riverside courses, and so they used a very familiar system of trails that I've ridden a lot, so it's good to know the terrain. And perfect conditions, perfect temperature. Short of the only thing was the mosquitos, but managed to get by without too many bites. So, but yeah, anyway, it went really well, and I felt good, even though I was again fighting a cold. And I'm super pleased with this 2019 RKT9 and everything. Drivetrain, I had ended up needing to bleed the brakes on this. I don't know if that's, hopefully that won't be a thing that recurs. I'm wondering, just because it was a new bike and set up, maybe they didn't dial that in perfectly. I had to do the rear because I was losing some pressure and braking. So this was I don't know, last weekend. So I went ahead and bled both of them, the front and rear. The rear actually dumped out. There was quite a discoloration in the brake fluid, the dot fluid. So it's good I changed it, and they worked brilliantly. Super happy with these foam silicone grips, the ESIs. A lot of people have used them and raved about them, so I thought I'd give them a try. And I would say my hands weren't even an issue during the race. Great grip, and it does have that extra padding compared to what I've been typically running. The standard Niner grips are pretty hard. Yeah, fork, dialed the pressure in again the night before the race, and let's see, I guess that was about it. So I'm stoked for next Wednesday, resting up this weekend a bit, and alright, thanks for watching.